Archangel Michael says, "Beloved soul, I am not here to frighten you, I am not here to pressure you, I am here because something inside you has been silently carrying financial stress for longer than anyone knows, and this moment is not about a number appearing magically in your account, it is about a mindset, a direction, a shift that is already beginning beneath the surface of your life. A shift that will change how money flows to you and how you hold it. You have been worrying quietly, thinking about bills, responsibilities, stability, future security, and sometimes you have smiled outside while carrying silent calculations inside your mind, wondering how everything will align, wondering when relief will come, wondering when effort will finally match reward. And that quiet weight has shaped your decisions more than you realize. Beloved soul, money is not just currency, it is energy connected to confidence, discipline, opportunity, and belief, and the real breakthrough begins not when money arrives, but when your relationship with it changes. Archangel Michael says the shift happening for you is internal first. You are beginning to think differently. You are becoming more aware of spending patterns. You are becoming more strategic. You are becoming less emotional with financial decisions and more intentional. This is not random growth. This is preparation. And preparation is the foundation of increase. You may not wake up to a sudden unrealistic number appearing out of nowhere, but you are stepping into a phase where opportunities connected to income, skill growth, business ideas, promotions, partnerships, and unexpected support begin aligning. The key is awareness. The key is discipline. The key is readiness. Because when financial opportunity meets an undisciplined mindset, it disappears quickly. But when opportunity meets a prepared mindset, it multiplies. Archangel Michael says, for a long time you believed money was something you had to chase constantly, something unstable, something that came and went unpredictably. But you are now entering a phase where stability becomes possible because your habits are stabilizing. You are learning to separate wants from needs. You are learning to delay gratification. You are learning to invest time into skills instead of spending time on distractions. These small decisions are seeds. Seeds compound. Compounding creates real transformation. Beloved soul, there is a quiet financial alignment beginning around you. A conversation that will open a door. A connection that will introduce opportunity. An idea that will not leave your mind. A skill you once ignored that suddenly becomes valuable. These are not coincidences. They are signs of preparation meeting timing. But you must stay focused. You must remain disciplined. You must not act impulsively when momentum begins. This moment is important not because of a countdown, but because awareness has reached you now. You are not meant to panic. You are meant to pay attention. Financial breakthrough does not begin with pressure, it begins with clarity. And clarity is forming within you. Archangel Michael says, beloved soul, financial breakthrough never begins with money itself, it begins with awareness, and awareness is what has quietly been growing inside you. For a long time you were reacting to money, reacting to expenses, reacting to pressure, reacting to urgency, and living in reaction mode keeps a person emotionally tired. But now something has changed. You are beginning to think ahead instead of reacting behind. You are beginning to evaluate instead of panic. You are beginning to plan instead of hope. That shift is powerful because prosperity respects preparation. Money flows toward stability. Opportunity aligns with discipline. Beloved soul, the reason this moment matters is because your mindset about wealth is restructuring. In the past, you may have believed that financial success required luck, sudden miracles, or connections you did not have. But now you are starting to understand that wealth is often built through clarity, consistency, and controlled decisions. Sudden money without discipline disappears. Steady growth with discipline multiplies. You are entering the second category. That is the real shift. Archangel Michael says there are 3 things happening around you right now that you must recognize. First, your awareness of value is increasing. You are beginning to value your time more. You are questioning where your energy goes. You are noticing wasted hours. This is not guilt, this is maturity. When you value time, you begin to treat it like capital. Time invested wisely becomes skill. Skill becomes income. Income becomes security. Second, your tolerance for instability is reducing. You are no longer comfortable living without a plan. You are no longer satisfied with vague goals. You want structure. You want clarity. You want direction. That desire is a sign that your internal standards are rising. When standards rise, results eventually follow. Third, your decision-making is becoming calmer. You are less impulsive with spending. You think twice before committing financially. You compare options more carefully. You research more. This calm decision-making is financial strength forming. Quietly. Beloved soul, financial increase often arrives disguised as responsibility first. More work. More expectations. More visibility. More pressure. But if you interpret responsibility correctly, it becomes expansion. Responsibility is the doorway through which greater income enters. If you avoid responsibility, you avoid increase. If you accept responsibility with discipline, you build capacity. Archangel Michael says your capacity is increasing. Capacity means the ability to manage more without losing stability. Can you manage more money without emotional overspending? Can you manage more responsibility without burnout? Can you manage more opportunity without losing focus? These are the questions that determine long-term prosperity. Beloved soul, prosperity is not just about receiving, it is about retaining. Retaining requires structure. Structure requires discipline. Discipline requires identity change. You are not trying to get rich quickly. You are becoming financially wise gradually. That wisdom will protect you. There may be an idea that keeps returning to your mind. A side project. A skill you once ignored. A certification. A conversation you keep postponing. Pay attention. Repeated ideas often signal alignment. Not every idea must be acted upon immediately, but repeated ideas must be examined seriously. Archangel Michael says do not underestimate incremental improvement. Increasing your savings percentage slightly. Reducing unnecessary expenses slightly. Improving a skill slightly. Networking slightly. These small improvements compound. Compounding creates noticeable change over time. Beloved soul, comparison must be eliminated from your financial journey. Other people's timelines are not your benchmark. Some may show fast success but lack foundation. You are building. Foundation first. Foundation may feel slower, but it lasts longer. Archangel Michael says stability attracts opportunity. When you demonstrate reliability, consistency, and growth, people begin trusting you with larger responsibilities. Trust leads to recommendation. Recommendation leads to increase. Increase leads to security. This is a chain reaction built through discipline, not desperation. Beloved soul, protect your mental environment. Constant negativity about money reinforces scarcity thinking. Replace "there is never enough" with "I am building enough." Replace "I can't afford this life" with "I am preparing to afford it responsibly." Mindset does not replace action, but it strengthens action. You are not waiting for a dramatic number to appear suddenly at 8 p.m. You are building the mindset that can sustain real financial expansion at any time. That is more powerful. Archangel Michael says the shift has begun. It is not loud. It is not flashy. It is steady. And steady growth creates stable wealth. Archangel Michael says, beloved soul, once preparation begins internally and discipline starts forming in your daily habits, the next phase is recognition. Recognition is the ability to see opportunity clearly without being blinded by excitement or fear. Many people miss real financial opportunity because they either rush impulsively or hesitate excessively. Balance is wisdom. And wisdom is what you are developing now. You are no longer reacting from desperation, you are observing from awareness. That shift changes everything. Beloved soul, real opportunity rarely arrives looking dramatic. It may not appear as a sudden fortune or a loud announcement. It may appear as an email, a call, a project, a collaboration, a new responsibility, or an idea that feels slightly uncomfortable but meaningful. Growth often hides inside responsibility. When you are asked to do more, it is not always pressure, sometimes it is expansion testing your readiness. Because readiness is not declared, it is demonstrated. Archangel Michael says you must learn to distinguish between distraction and opportunity. Distraction promises fast results without structure. Opportunity requires effort with direction. Distraction excites you instantly. Opportunity challenges you gradually. Distraction feels urgent and chaotic. Opportunity feels steady and aligned even if it stretches you. Pay attention to how something feels after reflection, not just during the initial moment. Beloved soul, as financial alignment begins, your discernment becomes your protection. Not every good-looking offer is meant for you. Not every fast gain is sustainable. Your focus must remain on long-term growth, not short-term excitement. When you analyze an opportunity, ask yourself, does this align with my skills or help me develop them? Does this support stability? Does this require integrity? If the answers align with discipline and growth, move carefully but confidently. Archangel Michael says hesitation must also be managed. Overthinking can delay real progress. You may sometimes doubt whether you are ready, but readiness is built through action. You will not feel perfectly prepared for every step. You will feel reasonably aligned and willing to grow. That is enough. Confidence grows through participation, not avoidance. Beloved soul, there will be moments where fear of failure attempts to interfere. That fear often comes from past experiences. But remember, you are not the same person you were before. You are more structured. You are more thoughtful. You are more disciplined. Past setbacks refined your judgment. They did not define your future. The difference now is awareness. Archangel Michael says pay attention to repeated exposure. If a certain field, idea, or opportunity keeps appearing in your life, do not ignore it casually. Repetition can signal alignment. Research it. Study it. Strengthen your understanding. Knowledge reduces risk. Preparation reduces fear. Beloved soul, financial growth also requires patience with progress. The first stage may not bring massive visible increase. It may bring improved consistency. It may bring moderate income growth. It may bring expanded responsibilities. But small visible shifts are signs that the system is working. Systems create wealth more reliably than sudden events. Archangel Michael says protect your integrity as opportunity increases. Shortcuts may appear attractive. Quick returns may seem tempting. But sustainable wealth is built through trust and reliability. When people trust your consistency, they recommend you. When they recommend you, your reach expands. Expansion multiplies income opportunities naturally. Beloved soul, self-sabotage often appears during early progress. You may feel tempted to relax discipline once you see improvement. Avoid that trap. Early growth must be protected carefully. Maintain budgeting. Maintain skill development. Maintain structured routines. The habits that build progress must remain active. Archangel Michael says your environment matters. Surround yourself with conversations that support growth, not constant negativity about money. Limit exposure to comparisons that create insecurity. Instead, focus on practical improvement. Practical action reduces anxiety more effectively than overthinking. Beloved soul, financial opportunity requires emotional control. Do not let excitement override strategy. Do not let fear override clarity. When a new possibility appears, pause. Reflect. Analyze. Plan. Then act with intention. Controlled movement sustains growth. Archangel Michael says you are entering a phase where income may increase gradually, but responsibility will increase first. Accept responsibility willingly. It strengthens skill. Skill strengthens value. Value strengthens income. Beloved soul, do not expect perfection in this journey. Expect progress. There will be mistakes. There will be adjustments. But correction is strength. Quick correction prevents long-term damage. You are not chasing unrealistic sudden wealth. You are building structured prosperity. That difference ensures stability. You are developing recognition, discernment, patience, and strategy. Those qualities create real financial transformation. Archangel Michael says, "Beloved soul, once you begin recognizing real opportunity and acting with discipline, expansion naturally follows, but expansion must be handled carefully because growth without structure can collapse as quickly as it rises." This stage is not about excitement, it is about management. When income begins increasing, when responsibility expands, when visibility grows, your internal stability becomes even more important than before. You must not allow success to weaken the habits that created it. The same discipline that built momentum must now protect it. Beloved, create predictable improvement. Archangel Michael says your habits are more important than your income level. A person with moderate income and strong habits can build wealth. A person with high income and weak habits loses stability quickly. Focus on habit strength first. Maintain budgeting routines. Maintain saving percentages. Maintain investment in knowledge and skill development. Maintain awareness of financial patterns. Consistency creates resilience. Beloved soul, eliminate comparison entirely from your financial journey. Comparison distorts judgment. It creates pressure to spend unnecessarily. It encourages lifestyle inflation. It encourages risk without preparation. Your growth is individual. Your timeline is unique. Focus on steady improvement instead of external validation. Archangel Michael says discipline must extend beyond money itself. Discipline in sleep strengthens focus. Discipline in diet strengthens energy. Discipline in time management strengthens productivity. Financial stability is supported by overall life structure. A disorganized lifestyle weakens decision-making clarity. Beloved soul, accountability is powerful. Review your progress regularly. Analyze what is improving. Analyze where adjustment is needed. Honest evaluation prevents drift. Drift is gradual decline without awareness. Evaluation prevents drift by identifying weaknesses early. Archangel Michael says be cautious of sudden emotional decisions during moments of success. When income increases or opportunities expand. Maintain humility. Overconfidence can lead to unnecessary risk. Risk should be calculated, not impulsive. Strategic risk can accelerate growth. Emotional risk can destabilize it. Beloved soul, long-term wealth requires patience. Compound growth takes time. Savings accumulate gradually. Investments appreciate gradually. Skills develop gradually. But gradual growth builds resilience. Resilience protects progress during economic uncertainty or unexpected setbacks. Archangel Michael says resilience is your next strength. Life will always present unexpected expenses or challenges. But disciplined preparation creates buffer. Emergency savings reduce panic. Diversified income reduces vulnerability. Skill diversification reduces dependency. Preparation converts potential crisis into manageable inconvenience. Beloved soul, remember that money is a tool, not identity. Do not attach self-worth to numbers. Self-worth must remain stable regardless of financial fluctuation. Stable self-worth protects emotional decisions. Emotional stability strengthens financial stability. Archangel Michael says generosity must remain balanced with wisdom. Help others when possible, but never at the cost of destabilizing yourself. Sustainable generosity comes from stable foundation. Build your base strongly first. Beloved soul, protect your focus from distraction disguised as opportunity. Not every trending investment is wise. Not every fast gain is sustainable. Study carefully. Research thoroughly. Move intentionally. Strategic patience is strength. Archangel Michael says self-sabotage fades when awareness increases. Awareness interrupts old habits. Awareness strengthens new identity. Awareness reminds you why you started building discipline in the first place. You sought peace. You sought stability. You sought freedom from constant financial stress. That vision must remain clear. Beloved soul, the transformation you are building is not temporary. It is structural. Your thinking has matured. Your discipline has strengthened. Your identity is shifting. This stage is about reinforcing that identity daily until it becomes automatic. Archangel Michael says, beloved soul, the final stage of your financial shift is not about earning more, it is about becoming more. Because once prosperity becomes part of who you are internally, no temporary setback can fully remove it. You have moved through awareness, preparation, discipline, recognition, expansion, and protection. Now you are entering permanence. Permanence is when financial wisdom becomes instinct. It is when structure becomes natural. It is when stability becomes your normal state instead of a temporary phase. Beloved soul, many people experience financial improvement but few experience financial permanence. Improvement is event-based. Permanence is identity-based. When you identify as disciplined, organized, and strategic, your actions align automatically. You no longer need constant motivation to save, invest, or plan. It becomes normal behavior. This is the transformation that protects your future. Archangel Michael says permanence requires simplicity. Do not overcomplicate your financial systems. Keep budgeting clear. Keep saving automatic. Keep investing consistent. Keep spending intentional. Complexity often leads to avoidance. Simplicity strengthens consistency. Consistency compounds into stability. Beloved soul, long-term prosperity is built on emotional regulation. Markets fluctuate. Opportunities shift. Unexpected expenses arise. But emotional stability prevents panic decisions. When you respond calmly, you preserve what you have built. Panic destroys faster than scarcity ever could. Archangel Michael says you must now transition from growth mindset to stewardship mindset. Growth mindset builds wealth. Stewardship mindset protects and multiplies it responsibly. Stewardship asks, how can I manage this wisely? How can I increase value? How can I ensure sustainability? This mindset prevents waste. Beloved soul, your confidence is now grounded in preparation, not fantasy. You do not rely on sudden miracles. You rely on structured effort. That shift alone separates temporary earners from permanent builders. You understand that prosperity is a byproduct of value creation. Continue increasing your value. Continue strengthening your skills. Continue improving reliability. Value attracts income consistently. Archangel Michael says diversification strengthens permanence. Do not depend on a single source if possible. Explore skill expansion. Explore multiple streams of productivity. Diversification reduces vulnerability and increases resilience. Beloved soul, resilience is a key pillar of permanent prosperity. Economic seasons change. Industries evolve. But adaptability protects stability. Remain teachable. Stay updated. Continue learning. The moment you stop learning, stagnation begins. Continuous improvement secures long-term growth. Archangel Michael says gratitude must remain active. Gratitude prevents entitlement. Entitlement weakens discipline. Gratitude strengthens responsibility. Recognize progress. Celebrate milestones moderately. But never allow comfort to reduce standards. Beloved soul, wealth is not only financial. It is mental clarity. It is emotional peace. It is freedom from constant anxiety about tomorrow. True prosperity integrates all three. If money increases but peace decreases, something is misaligned. Balance must remain central. Archangel Michael says your habits are now your strongest asset. Strong habits operate even when motivation is absent. They protect savings. They protect focus. They protect integrity. Continue refining them until they become automatic. Beloved soul, remember that long-term prosperity often grows quietly. It may not look dramatic daily. But over years, disciplined decisions create visible difference. Patience transforms small actions into substantial results. Archangel Michael says generosity, when balanced, strengthens permanence. Helping others wisely reinforces abundance mindset. But generosity must be sustainable. Protect your base first. Strength allows responsible support. Beloved soul, do not return to old scarcity language. Do not speak defeat over temporary challenges. Speak strategy. Speak improvement. Speak adjustment. Language shapes mindset. Mindset shapes decision-making. Archangel Michael says your journey was never about receiving a sudden unrealistic number at a fixed time. It was about becoming financially stable permanently. That shift is far more powerful. Because now, regardless of circumstance, you possess awareness, discipline, and strategy. Beloved soul, permanence is calm. It is not loud celebration. It is steady confidence. It is quiet organization. It is consistent improvement. You have evolved from reacting to money to managing it. That evolution cannot easily be reversed. Continue strengthening structure. Continue protecting habits. Continue refining strategy. Prosperity is no longer a hope. It is a practice. And practice makes permanence possible. If this message truly shifted your mindset about money and growth, type Amen below as a sign of commitment to disciplined prosperity. Share this with someone who needs clarity in their financial journey, and subscribe for more messages that help you build stability, confidence, and long-term success the right way.